let us share good news. You know, this is the new year. So whether it's a goal that you want to fulfill this year, and using social media and while you join us today, or maybe there's something that you're doing that is fabulous, you know, and that you're saying, if you're not doing this, you know, you're missing out. But you are free to unmute and share, or raise your hand, whatever works for you. But this is pretty much going to be 5 minutes of just sharing good news, and then we're going to jump into creating the 4 posts using GoHanna. So who wants to be the first one to share good news? Our goals. Anyone? Okay, Lisa.
There. So I've been coming, maybe not since the beginning, but for a while. Mm-hmm. And I think, you know, the best thing for me, and I see Kathy Mason on the call, and I learned my Canva from Tom Mason. And I think the best part of this is it's all like, I like bite-sized pieces. I like you learn a little here, a little there, and you can put it all together. So there are sometimes you guys are talking and I'm making notes because I know I need to learn a little bit more after the session.
Yeah.
It all starts to build. And I will say that I was on vacation last week, and because of what I learned here, I was able to set all my posts. So I had stuff going on. I had things happening. So maybe it wasn't so obvious that I was on vacation. Mm-hmm. And I was still engaging. And from vacation, I did, you know, go online and do a little bit. But if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't have had such a good experience. So that was the best for me.
Thank you, Lisa. Woo! That was awesome.
Thank you. Awesome.
Anyone else want to share? Well, I'm going to call someone out. Cindy, because I have been seeing you and you've been doing the 80-20 rule. And the 80-20 rule with social media is posting 80% personal and 20% real estate. And what Cindy has been doing, because we've been working one-on-one for quite a while last year, and she's been going out and being like a community guru. I'm saying, like, she's popping up in different places, taking pictures, building relationship, adding the business company, probably getting more likes and comments. So Cindy, you want to share that experience a little bit?
Yeah, it's been a good experience. I mean, the businesses that I've gone into have been very surprised when I walk in and ask them if I can post some pictures about their business online. I don't think anybody's asked them that in the past. But, you know, it doesn't take a lot. And I have started to try to personalize it a little bit because, in a sense, I'm a shy person when it comes to posting personal things. But, you know, just something as simple as I went into Cookie Store on Park Avenue on, I don't know, National Cookie Day, and took a picture of the owner, took a picture of their catering truck, their business, and then I took a picture in my car of me eating a cookie. So, and it got like
that's awesome.
A ton of you know, responses. So, you know, I guess the more I can do, the more confident I become in, you know, doing these things. And, you know, so it makes it a little bit easier. I'm still afraid to do like a live video because I think my tongue would just be totally twisted and I would come off being, you know, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that, and then, you know, how it turned out. But you know, it's nice to get out in the community. And I actually, at the Cookie Store, the lady started asking me some real estate questions. So I'm like, well, that's cool. You know, I hadn't anticipated that.
Wow. See, that's amazing. And I've been working with Cindy, right? And then Cindy, she is very shy, you know, and for her, I really feel like, Cindy, you have blossomed, you know, working with her from the beginning, because with social media too, you know, feel free, contact me, email me. We can work on a one-on-one. You can book an hour with me. And literally, Cindy always took advantage. She emailed me all the time. And then I knew she took the ground running when she was editing her own videos and doing everything. I'm like, oh, Cindy, you don't need me anymore. You have
Give me an inch.
Yeah, right? Like, we're it's so funny. Like, everyone's welcome to come to Social Club. You're going to learn really the gist of it, though, in just a couple of weeks. Some agents come and they log on and they just go, and they don't even follow us on the post anymore. They just log on and they go. And this is the time every week, Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock, when they get it done.
Right.
That's great. And then they've got us chiming in the background and like, maybe like Lisa, like, oh, I heard that. I need to jot that down and I need to learn more about that. Oh, I don't need to follow Fantasia on these posts anymore because, you know, gosh, after a couple of weeks, listen, we're all brilliant real estate agents. You're going to pick it up. You're going to figure it out, right? It's a good, you know, Facebook, kind of like Amazon, they've made doing their business very simple. And once you learn the steps, you've got it, right? So,
Right.
yeah. So
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, that's great news. And now we're going to just dive in. So, what's your homework, right? So pretty much how we're going to start is that you're going to have 2 tabs open, right? So the first tab that you want open is your business Facebook page, okay? So in order for you to get to your business Facebook page, you have to log into facebook.com, your personal account, right? And then from your personal, you click on the page, and then you click on your business page, okay? And then once you get there, you're gonna open up another tab, and that tab is gohannah.com, okay? So once you have those 2 tabs, one for your business page, and the other one is gohannah.com. Now we're gonna get started. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, so it looks a little bit like this. As you see my screen, I have 2 tabs open. I have one for the Howard Hanna business page here. And then I also have gohannah.com, okay? So what we're gonna do here is first we're gonna go to gohannah.com. And if this is the first time that you're here again, I'm just gonna show you a way because we do have Buffalo here as well. And we all have like different dashboards for now, but it will be changing. So I'm just gonna show you a way on how you can get to it. You're gonna scroll down all the way on the main page, and you're going to click on Help Documents. Okay. Once you click on Help Documents, you're going to scroll down again, and you're going to click on Marketing. Okay. Once you click in the Marketing folder, you're going to click on Digital Marketing. Okay. Once you click on digital marketing, guess what you're going to click on? Social media. Okay. Once you get there, basically you're going to be using these 2 folders. This folder, if this is your first time again, is just your cover photo. So when you go on your Facebook, if you look at this right here, this area is your cover photo. You can add photos to videos, and in here you can see that. So we do have some social media cover videos, and we also have some general photos as well that you can use. Once you download it, you can just upload it that way. So you can explore that on your leisure, but we're just gonna click back, and we're gonna go to social media graphics and videos, okay? So once you click on this folder, you're gonna pretty much be focusing on 2 of these 2, the Evergreen folder and also the Holiday folder. If you click on the Holiday folder, it is broken down per month, and within that folder is some holidays that is included. If you do click in a folder and we miss one, it's totally okay. You can email me and we can kind of like whip up a graphic for it. But if we click on January, because that's where we are, we have one for Martin Luther King Day and also New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, okay? So if there's any like fun holidays happening this month, you can definitely email me and we can work on something on creating that. Just gonna click on the arrow back, and we're gonna just focus on the Evergreen folder today, okay? So when you come into this folder, there's various different things that you can click on here. One is branded videos. So these are all videos that you can upload as a post. We have a family video, a video for selling, a video for buyers, pet video, or pricing your home. So you can definitely use that as a source. We also have one that what we're running now, Buy with Confidence, some graphics here that you can click on, and so on, right? So as you see, good neighborhood tips. So there's so many different posts that you have already, that marketing already created for you. So that saves your time and effort for trying to building something on Canva where the company already provided you with so much content that you can utilize. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on one. So you click on the folder of choice. Okay, so I click on positive quotes and messages. Let's start the new year off right, with some encouragement and some positivity. Okay, so as you see here, there's some positive quotes, and like I said, these are all posts that you can download and upload, and that's what we're going to do today. So I'm just going to click on one, a random one, and once you click on it, you will see it enlarged so you can read it a little bit. And this is actually something in lines with Chuck says. It's a little that you do, right? That can become something big. So I like that one. So now what I'm going to do is, if that is my graphic of choice, you're going to see in your right hand corner that download button. I want you to click on that. Once you click on that download button, it should download to your computer. What I prefer is I like to move it to a folder I call Wednesday Social Club, so I know that it's going in one area, because if I don't do that, it will probably get lost in all my downloads, and that's what I don't want to do. So if you do understand that, you can either save it to your computer if you remember the name of it, or you can just download it to a folder. Okay, so I'm just gonna find the Wednesday Social Club folder. So just give me a moment. Okay. All right. So now once you have that, so I'm just having some difficulty here. Okay. So once you have that, right, you move it to the folder, you just have it on your computer. You're gonna go click on back to your business page. And now once you get back to your business page, in the left-hand column, there should be an area where you see publishing tools. So you're just gonna, that scroll bar here, you're just gonna bring it on down, click on publishing tools. Once you get there, it's gonna load a little bit. Okay, so once you get here, right, and the left-hand side, you see the area for posts. You wanna make sure that you click on scheduled posts. You know that you're clicking on scheduled posts if it's highlighted. If you do highlight published posts, it's gonna post immediately. What we're trying to do is post for the future. So just make sure that you click on scheduled posts. Once you click on scheduled posts and it's surely highlighted, you're gonna click on that blue button that says create post. Alrighty, it is loading. Sorry, everything's working a little slow today. How's everyone doing? Good so far? Everybody's there? Okay. I'm just gonna refresh my screen a little bit. Not sure, it's like lagging. But if you're there already, and if you know the process, you can go ahead. If you don't, just wait a little bit, I'll get there. All right, scheduled posts, create posts. All right, here we go. So we're here, right? So we're in this area, and what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna click where it says photo/video. If you do not have that, because yours is probably updated again, and you see something where it says text and add a photo or add media, you're just gonna click where it says add a photo, okay? Then you're gonna click upload photo/video. I have my positive quote right here. You click on it. And then once you click on the graphic that you want to utilize in a post, you should see it in the little corner, okay? Now that your post, well, your image is now uploaded, right? Now you want to add a message, right? A message of positivity. Whatever you want to say here, you say it. So here, you write your message. Okay, you don't want to write a message. You want to actually write your message that you want to do. Okay, and then after that, maybe you want to ask them a question. You know, do you have any inspirational quotes that you would like to share today? Or does any inspirational quote inspire you for this year 2021? So it's like you're engaging, because by you asking them a question, what will they do? Yeah, I actually do have one. Let me write it here. Let me write it in the comments, right? And so after you do that, you can drop a question. Then you can add your hashtags, right? So hashtags pretty much put you in the element of the person who is interested in that kind of topic. So someone who's interested in inspirational quotes, right? What do you put? Hashtag inspirational quotes, right? Or hashtag quote of the day. So it's quote of the day, QOTD, right? So usually you want to make sure that the hashtags are in line to what you're posting, right? So if you're posting an inspirational quote like that, right? Would you put hashtag buy a home now? That doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense because you're talking about an inspirational quote, right? So you want to make sure that your messaging, your hashtags, and your image are all aligned with each other, okay? So after that, this is Howard Hanna, so I'm just gonna use that, and then also, okay. So once you have that all together, you're gonna scroll down, and then you can preview what you have. So you can see it from a desktop view, and you can see it from a mobile view. Once you're satisfied with that, click on the X, okay? And if you have Instagram already connected with your Facebook, you can click on that too, and that will post to your Instagram. If not, it's okay. Then once you finish with that, you want to click on scheduled posts. And now, once you get there, okay, you're going to click on the calendar. So click on that calendar icon, and we're going to move to next week. So you're going to click on Monday, January 11th. And just because I like just consistency when I'm training, I just say 10 a.m. But feel free if you want to post it at 8 a.m., 7:30, whatever you feel works for you. This is great because, like I said, when you click on the calendar, you can choose whatever day you want to schedule in advance, and you can choose any time that you want, okay? And this is Eastern Standard Time. Perfect. So once you do that and you have that all together, you want to click on the schedule button. Once you click on the schedule button, I'm going to stay on this page, it's published. You get the little check that says it's published, right? And once that is complete, I'm going to double check. Sometimes it appears, sometimes it doesn't. But let me just double check to see if it's there. Perfect. So once you refresh your computer and go back to scheduled posts, you will see your post here. So my post was submitted for January 11, 2021 at 10 a.m. How awesome is that? Did everybody do a good job? Thumbs up? No? Okay, we're gonna do it 3 more times, okay? We're gonna get it. Okay, so let's go back to Go Hanna. It's okay. We do this 4 times.
And we upload it to YouTube after. So if you want to watch this whole thing again and see them again, and then again, and again, it's repetition, right? It's, what is it? It's a grind, right? It's a grind, repetitive tasks over time. This is a little bit of grind.
Yeah. So you can stay in the same folder if you want, but like I said, this is just for training purposes. So I'm just going to click on another folder, right? Just going home selling tips. And again, you see something that you like, you click on it, you download it in the right-hand column. Okay. Perfect. It downloads to your computer. You're going to go back to your business page. And when you go back to your business page, you're already in the area where you need to be. So you want to make sure that in the left-hand column, that the scheduled post is highlighted. Why? Because you're trying to post for the future. If you do have the published post highlighted, that means that you're going to post right now. So sometimes that happens. That's why you always want to double check that you click on scheduled post. Once you click on scheduled post, you're going to click on create post. Okay. And once you get this box here, you're going to click on photo/video, upload photo/video. Okay. Click on that graphic that you just downloaded onto your computer, and then you will see it upload in that little box over here. Then, in relations to the graphic that now you have in your post, you want to write a message that's connected with it. Then, you can drop in a question to make it more engaging. Then, because it says get ready, get sold, that means now you're talking about real estate, right? So we can ask the question in relation to that. Are you looking to sell or buy a home? You know, contact me. And how do you want them to contact you? Your website, whether it's BuySide. I know you guys have a lot of resources out there, right? BuySide, Real Scout, right? Or your Howard Hanna website. So your Howard Hanna website usually is your first and your last name, .howardhanna.com, right? That is literally your direct website, right? If you didn't know that, it's totally okay. So it's your first, your last name together, .howardhanna.com. You can drop that in, and then you want to drop in those hashtags, right? Now you can say, buy a home, sell a home, Howard Hanna. Or if you have your own personal hashtag, you can put that in here. So once that's complete, you're going to scroll down and you're going to check it out. So click on preview. You see it from a desktop view.
You're looking to buy or sell.
Then you see it from a mobile view. Once you're satisfied on what you see, and just so you know, the reason why you see it in a blue is because it's clickable. So once they click on FantasiaHunt.howardhanna.com, guess where they're going to go? Directly to your website. So that gives them access to find you and for you to capture that lead. So that's why it's always great to add some of your URLs that will help get them to where they need to go. You know, whether it's finding out what their home worth or anything in relations to you trying to capture that audience, right? You want to make
to buy or sell your home. Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Are you looking to buy or
All right, and then now what we're going to do is click on scheduled posts. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. You click on that calendar icon. Now you're going to click on Tuesday, January 12th, right? And like I said, you can pick a time of your choice. I'm going to put 10 a.m. I'm going to scroll on down and I'm going to schedule it. Right, it's down this page. It's published. Perfect, right? Refresh my page again. Okay, go back to scheduled posts, and then you have it. Again, it's right there for you. Now you see for January 12th at 10 a.m. Now, like I said, we're going to do the same process again. Now I'm going to click on another graphic. I'm just going to stay in the same folder. Download. It downloads to my computer. I go back to Howard Hanna. I have scheduled posts highlighted in the left-hand side. Click on the blue button, create posts. Okay, because we're posting for the future. Click on photo/video, upload photo/video. Click on the graphic that you just downloaded. It will upload into the box here. You're going to write a message in relations to that graphic. And then you can also drop in a question. Okay? And because, again, this is in relations to getting ready to sell a home or get your home sold, you want to make sure that you have a way that they can contact you for more information. So you put in your website, and again, you drop in that hashtag. So hashtags in relations to the post. Okay. Then again, you can scroll down, out, preview from a desktop view, from a mobile view, Perfect. I like it. I want to schedule it. You click on that calendar icon. You click on the 13th. Again, I keep the time consistent, but you can change whatever time you want. I scroll down, I click schedule, and there you have it. That is the third post. Give yourself a round of applause. I see you guys are doing great out there. I believe in you. You're gonna do this. All right. And this is the grand finale. We're gonna do the fourth post, okay? So now we're gonna go back to Hannah.
Fantasia, I have a question.
Yes.
Would you ever put your phone number in there rather than your
Yes.
webpage, or both?
Yeah, absolutely. You can put both because this is your business page. So whether you wanna put your call me, you can do that, or you can put your website. I think both would be great. Yeah,
Okay.
I think you should do both. Yeah, great suggestion. Awesome. So now we're gonna click on another graphic. Like I said, you can go to any folder of your choice. I'm just gonna stay in the same folder for training purposes. And then just click on that download icon in the right-hand column. Download it. It's on your computer. Perfect. You go back to your business page. You wanna make sure that in the left-hand column, that scheduled post is highlighted, right? Because you wanna post for the future. Then you click on create post, that blue button there. Then you click on photo/video, upload photo/video. And then you click on the graphic that you just downloaded. And it will upload right in the little corner. Then you write a message in relation to it. You can also drop in a question. Okay, and then you can put contact me today. Like I said, you can add the phone number, right? Or you can also add the website. Then you want to put those 3 hashtags in relations to the graphic. Perfect. And then you scroll on down, you check it out. So you can see all the views from a desktop view, right? From a mobile view, and from an Instagram view, okay? Perfect. Once you have that, you love it, I like it, you schedule it, you click on that calendar icon, and you click on the next day, the 14th, right? Then you pick the time that you like, scroll on down, you click schedule, and voila. You did 4 posts. Give yourself a big round of applause. It is 9:32. We did that so fast. And now, unfortunately, I have to jump into another meeting, but because this is Social Club Tag Team and we're working together, Chuck is gonna take over and actually go over the 80-20 rule. And obviously some of the agents have been putting that into practice as well. And through that, actually what me and Chuck decided is that we want you to experiment with the 80-20 rule, and the best video that shows up for next Wednesday actually would get a $20 certificate. It's not much, but it's something. So, you know, the one who put this rule into practice and show us next Wednesday will get that $20 certificate, and it will go out to 1 winner. So you got to do your very best, okay? And so with that, I'll see you guys next week, okay? So
Thanks, Fantasia.
great job, everybody.
Thanks, Fantasia.
All right, so the 80-20 rule, right? So first of all, quick question for everybody. Well, now I don't put it that bluntly, but for the most part, people, we're not, like, our stuff doesn't get, like our real estate business stuff that's really important to us, it doesn't get engagement. It doesn't get shared so much because it's about us. And people only need real estate services a little bit, like a few times, right, throughout their lifetimes. So the way we build that sphere and that influence, right, we all need to be influencers, is by giving. So has anyone, I mean, you guys, this is what, you know, Cindy talked about cookie and taking the video of the cookie and eating it in your car. Give, get, right? Give, give, get. We've all heard that. Give, give, get. And reaching out to these communities and going somewhere and saying, hey, do you mind if I did a video in your shop and shared it to everyone that I know, blah, 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 and promoted your business? And they're like, why would you do that? And they go, well, just, it gets me out. Like, I get you out there, but by getting you out there, it gets me out there too. I do a series of videos with my friend Jeannie, who runs a thing called Jeannie's Table, and it's this private home cooking school. And I called and said, Jeannie, would it be okay if do you want to do some videos of your cooking, your whatever you're making, blah, blah. She's like, I do, I really do. And I said, okay. She goes, I know, but I don't know how to do it. And I said, okay, well, I know how to create videos. So I go to her house, we start doing videos. We've made plenty of mistakes, but it's better than she was not doing anything, and by putting that time in, investing that time in doing that, like, she's so, like, she's really glad, really thankful, and she's writing her thing. And she said to me, she said, well, Chuck, she goes, it's my cooking show. She goes, what's in it for you? And I said, oh, it gets my face. This is in front of your network, your people. It gets my face out there. And that's really all I'm trying to do as a realtor, is get my face out there. So real quick story. We did a video at the farmer's market in Batavia, and we walked up to do our first video, and the lady, she coordinated it all with the lady who runs the market. And the lady saw that I was from Howard Hanna, and she goes, she had a bad experience with Howard Hanna, with the agent she had worked with. And she said, I would never hire you or Howard Hanna. And like, I didn't even open my mouth, and she just like jumped on me. And I said, oh my gosh. And okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds terrible. Well, we're going to do this video, I guess. Here we go. So we did it, and then we came back the next week and we did it again, and the next week we did it again, and I've barely talked to her. And the third week, she comes up to me and she goes, she says, I'm sorry. She says, you had nothing to do with that. She's like, it wasn't you. And she's like, I really like what you're doing here at the market. Like, that's awesome. She says, and me and my husband and I, we flip a couple houses every year, and next time we do it, we're going to call you. And I said, awesome. Thank you. That's great. Literally, I never talked to her again about this thing between these two conversations, right? But by being there and being consistent and doing something for others, she naturally wanted to reciprocate. It's a human nature. It's a law of human nature. We feel a duty to reciprocate when someone does something nice for us, right? Unless you're a jerk, and we're not jerks. We're nice people, and everyone will want to reciprocate. So this is how we do nice things for other people. So the 80-20 rule, like, I think the reason I talked to Fantasia about this morning is because what we just did by creating those 4 posts from our dashboard and create them for next week, and that's great. Like, something is better than nothing, okay? But that's all like me content. It's all, I'm a realtor, look at me, this is what I can do for you. It's about me. And the way you're really going to be successful with this is if you can flip that. The 80-20 rule means 80% of your content is actually you promoting something else. You doing something for someone else. That's 80% of your feed. And then the 20% is your review, that's posted on a Wednesday, or that beautiful home that you just sold, or maybe that for whatever that good story is that you want to share. But we need to keep those stories need to be no more than ideally 20%. So while we're learning this whole posting process, going to the dashboard, getting the content, posting it, scheduling it, like, that's fine. But eventually you want to flip it, and you need to reach out to your communities and figure out where can I go? What can I do for someone else? While Fantasia was doing the 4 posts, I was checking out the website for the Leroy. It's called the Woodward Memorial Public Library in Leroy. And, can I go to their website? Do they have a program for kids or for adults or something going on that I can share to my sphere that might bring value to someone else and that they might want to sign up? And they'll be like, oh my God, I saw that on Chuck's real estate page. Wow. The goal is to be as successful as you want to be, but you want to do it from the smallest possible audience. Okay. It's real estate, like the internet gives us the capability of ultra niche marketing, right? If you're in Buffalo and let's say you live, right in the city, it's not about having like marketing out in Hamburg and out in the north, all over Buffalo, because that literally is so many people. We can't afford to direct market to 1 million people. But if we can pick a niche, something that we're passionate about, that other people are also passionate, and they're going to recognize that, and we can get a niche in a group that we can interact with, and we can be influencers within that smaller group, right? So we're getting into what's called permission-based marketing, where we develop these relationships and we're growing our business from the smallest possible audience, we'll call it smallest viable audience. Now, I'm not defining smallest. Like it could be 10,000 people. I don't know. Like, I don't know what audience is viable for your business. But we need to start thinking about being successful from focusing, not from trying to reach out to this new area and that new area and that new area. We need to pick a spot and really try to dominate that spot. And we have a better chance of success when we're really doing this 80-20, figure out what that is and pick out that 80% where you're promoting something else for someone else's benefit. And it will come back. They're so thankful, and they're going to remember, oh my gosh, he did that for me. That's amazing. I never even asked. And then of course you have to nail it with the real estate too, of course, right? I mean, you're going to be awesome. And then that's how the referrals and all that jazz really starts to explode. So one of the things we talked a lot about in 2020, was our day, like our calendar, our weekly Monday through Friday. On Monday, we have a theme for Mondays. On Tuesday, we have a theme for Tuesdays. Wednesdays, a theme for Wednesdays. So again, when you're thinking about those themes, because the themes will help you plan your content and find content faster, right? Because you're focused. If you go in every day not knowing what the heck you're going to do, it just becomes such a time suck. It's really difficult. So think of your themes in terms of your 80-20, and then I can't wait to see the videos that we all create for next week. Like, oh, I was going to show, and if you're thinking real quick, like what can I do? What video can I do? Everything is on the table. Like literally anything is on the table. I'm going to show you an example of a realtor from another part of the country. January 8th is hashtag. January 8th is hashtag. I'm going to let you guess what hashtag day January 8th is when you watch this video. So you ready? Can everybody? Oh, I don't think I'm sharing my screen. Sorry.
Chuck, can I just ask a quick question?
Sure. Go ahead, Christine.
What was the site that Fantasia used to get free photos?
Pixabay. Yeah, Pixabay. Pixabay. Pixabay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. If you do a nice, if on Pixabay, if you need a picture of a refrigerator, just type in refrigerator and you'll get some free options. Sometimes you do a search on Pixabay and they don't have any free options. So sometimes it is useful just to have to put $10 in to have some credits in case you need them. But usually there's a free option for everything. So like I said, January 8th is hashtag something day. And this agent, when you watch this, you're going to see literally everything is possible. Can everybody see my screen, the video, the lady in the white with black dot dress? Okay.
No, not really.
Can't hear her.
Okay, hold on a second. You can't hear her?
It's tiny. You can't really see it.
Oh, okay.
I can see.
Okay, hold on. Let me stop sharing real quick. Advanced sharing options.
What device are you on, Christina? I'm on a laptop and I can see it pretty well.
I can see Chuck's screen is big, but that one's tiny in the corner.
Oh,
Can you hear it? Can you hear
Nope.
it?
No.
Huh. Because you know how sometimes when you share, you have to click the thing to share. You have to click the thing to share the audio too. And I'm trying to do that. Oh, here we go. Share computer sound. Okay. All right. Ready?
Page.
Well, we're gonna
And
go.
I filmed this, which is something that kind of put me on the map, I would say.
Show them the video.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening, all. It's Valentine's Day, a very romantic day, and I honestly couldn't think of anything more romantic than sitting in a bathtub talking about real estate. Really gets my juices flowing. I don't know about you, but let's talk about some of the things that I said I was going to cover in my sellers videos.
All right, so that's enough. So I just showed you that just to you gotta understand. Like, I'm not saying everybody should jump in their bathtub, but you honestly you can do anything. Like, whatever ideas you get, just brainstorm ideas. You're gonna need them because over a long period of time, you're gonna need lots of different content. And so no idea is a bad idea. But yeah, that lady's brave. She's brave. Lisa, did you have a question? You had your, yeah.
yes, I did. Because I really appreciate what you shared about the whole 80-20, because during the time right now, I am struggling with what 80%, because especially here where I am, like, there's no outdoor dining. You know, stores get nervous. Like when Cindy was saying she's going places right now, everybody's like up in arms. So I have two questions actually. So one is, when we're doing the 80%, like, I think I'm getting pretty good at the green gold sold hashtags, and I do this mostly for our office page. So I do hashtag HH Hamburg and things like that. But do you mix like work hashtags and like just when you're doing that 80%? And I know, Cindy, you had a question in the chat about hashtags, because sometimes I struggle too, like, you know, what do I say?
Right.
So if you were going to a cookie shop, for example, in my town, we have a really good recreation department. And so I do follow that, and I will sometimes say, you know, share it's time to sign up for baseball. Here's a great reason to live in Hamburg. How do you blend those hashtags when you're sharing other things? And should you always have the green gold sold?
So, right. Okay. Here's the thing. Don't get too hung up on the hashtags. Okay? Hashtags, all they do is get your content a little bit more able to be found if someone searches one of those subjects, right? Which is great. I mean, if someone searches youth baseball in Hamburg, they might find your content. Great. But for the most part, social media is a reinforcement, a top of mind for your sphere that you're already connected with. So the hashtag and the hashtags are big on Instagram. I think a lot of people who are on Facebook don't even really know that you type in hashtags on Facebook for the same purpose. They're not really as used on Facebook, Instagram. And Instagram, it's like a 3-word post with 20 hashtags, right? Facebook's the complete opposite. And so I would don't let that hold you back. I wouldn't focus. I would just put one, you know, Lisa Avery Real Estate, Howard Hanna Hamburg. Those are your 2 real estate hashtags. You know, if it's a house and it's like American Foursquare or something, if you got like a style of home that you want to put a hashtag, or craftsman or whatever, or flipped out or flip that or renovate this or whatever. But other than that, for your community, like the baseball or the cookies, hashtag chocolate chip heaven, or it helps to have like a hashtag guide with all these bunch of different stuff. I don't know if I answered it's a really hard thing. Like, you've got to just experiment with the hashtags, but I would say I don't rely on the hashtags. I don't, doing, to me, getting the piece of content on is the bulk of it. And again, it's about getting engagement with my smallest viable audience, which for me on Facebook is 1,000 friends, but I'm really only friends with a few of the 1,000 people, people like Lisa Avery. So I don't know if I answered your hashtag question real good. Does anybody have any other questions? Who was here for the first time this week? That's great. Listen, I'm really glad you guys came. These will be put up on my YouTube channel. You can see on my box, it's Chuck Flynn. My YouTube channel goes by my first name, Charles Flynn Real Estate. You can go on YouTube and you can just type in Charles Flynn Real Estate, and you can see other videos from previous weeks of Social Club. I think I'm a little behind. I've got to upload about 3 different sessions. And again, a plug, like Kate LeSueur has a great page. If you're ever wanting to pick up on a couple things, go to her YouTube channel, watch some videos. We're going to be doing a lot more this year with QR codes. So like, I made this so that I could post it on like a message board in town. And, I feel like maybe instead of putting my business card on things and somebody might take my card again. And that's like, what's your business card on a message board is, look at me, look at me, look at me. Here's my face. Here's my card. Me, 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 me. Where you put this in here, you're saying, what's your home worth? You're asking a question. You're saying to the person, you, what's your home worth? What, this, I can help you right now. Scan this little code and I can answer a question for you right now. So that's where the nuts and bolts of my personal marketing for my real estate business is headed in 2021. And I'm going to share everything that I can with everybody who comes on Wednesdays, because you guys are my favorite.
Seeing that card that you just printed, and you and I had talked about this last week, you could probably print that up in a postcard size and mail it to a farm area. I think that's cool, because
yes,
to me, if I saw that, it would make me really curious.
Yes.
Because there's something else identifying it as being like a Chuck Flynn or a Cindy thing. It looks very innocent, but you're kind of opening Pandora's box, because as soon as they click on that QR code, then, I think you said it takes your website and into Enhance or, one of the other platforms.
Yes. If they click on this, it takes them to my home valuation, right? homevalue.howardhanna.com/agent name. Everybody has our own pages, and we should be promoting the crap out of those. Anything you're doing in print should have this on it. Anything.
How did you get that?
So thank you for asking, Christine. There's 2 ways. So first of all, you could do a Google search for free QR code generator, but you got to be careful, because they're all free, but many of them are only free for the first week or 2 weeks or some introductory period. What I did is I went to Google and I went to I installed a Chrome extension. Okay, so if you're not familiar with, let me see. Let me get her. Oh, let me get her off my screen here. If you want real quick, Christine, I'll pull up Google search and I'll show you how to get the Chrome extension store up, and you can download the extension. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I thought you said we each have our own QR code within Howard Hanna.
You do. It's on your dashboard, but that will only take you to your agent IDX page. Okay. That QR code in the thing will only, a QR code can only take you to one website. That's the definition of a code. Every code can only do one thing. right? So, and that tool on our dashboard is not a QR code generator. It's just, here's your code. You need to download this code and you can use it. I'm going to share my screen and let's see, let's share this one. Oh, no, not that one. Sorry.
I can't see it. It's tiny, tiny in the corner.
Okay, 2 seconds. Let me try again. All right, we'll go back to this one. Okay.
It shows you as the big part of the screen, and it's a little thumbnail in the bottom.
Gotcha. So I think you've got I think you need to switch your view, Christine, on your screen. Like, you control your content. You need to maximize the screen share and change up above, above my picture, you've got a couple different viewing options.
Yeah.
Can you try clicking on small active speaker video, which is the middle box? Okay, so can everybody see my search screen here? Is this being, it says I'm sharing, so.
I still can't see it, Chuck.
Okay, Christine, I'll call you and I'll walk you through this. We'll just do it over the phone. I'll call you. I'll call you as soon as I'm done with this. All right, so when you're on your Google, your search, up in my screen, I have these 3 dots, and I can go down to more tools, and then I can go down to extensions. And these are all the extensions I have installed on my browser. So then if I go over to the upper corner on this other side, and if I go down to the bottom, it says Open Chrome Web Store. And from there, in the search bar, I'm just going to type in QR code generator or QR code extension. And I've installed both of these, but the one on top here with the red box is the one you want. This is the one that's free as long as you want to use it. This one below, I'm going to uninstall because it's only free for a couple weeks. So if you choose this and you just add it to Chrome, and then you use Chrome as a web browser, the next time you're on a web page.
Wait.
Yeah.
Can you go back? It just started working. I'm sorry.
Okay. No problem. All right. So here we go. Three little bars at 3 little dots at the top. I go down to more tools. From there, I go over to.
What are you in? You're in Canva?
Well, no, I'm on a web page. So at every single web page, it doesn't matter what web page it is, whether it's this page or this page or this page, I have these 3 dots at the very top.
Okay, so wait, I'm sorry, Chuck. You went to Google Chrome Store starting?
So, yes, so Chrome Web Store, yep.
Chrome Web Store.
Let me see if I can even Chrome Webs. You could even just search Chrome Web Store and
That's
probably.
what I did. Okay.
Yep, and there you go. Now you see you got extensions. So in your search bar, just type in QR code. And you'll see this one on top says QR code generator with a red box. It says QR code inside it. So you're going to want to add that extension to your browser.
The first one, right? The red one?
The red one, correct.
Okay.
Okay. And now what this will do is any web page you're on, I don't care what web page it is, but okay, so let's say this one, for example, canva.com. If I wanted a QR code to send people to canva.com, I would just hover anywhere over the page and I would right click. And if you look down here, here it is, generate QR code. It's in, I mean, any page, it doesn't matter what page you are. If I wanted to send someone to this YouTube video, I could right click, go down to generate QR code, and there it is. There's the QR code that'll send anyone to this specific page. Then you want to click your share. It says share to Imgur. You want to click on that, and you'll get a new page up with just the code. And then you've got to right click it, and you want to save that image somewhere, somewhere on your computer. So for example, what I did before is,
You just lost me.
Okay.
I did generate QR code and
Beautiful.
then it's not doing anything.
Well, it takes a second for the QR. Did you clicked on the generate QR code?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, give it a second. It takes a minute for the, the code will pop up, Christine. You just got to give it a minute. Okay.
Okay.
And then you're going to click this down at the bottom. You see you've got this black circle with the dots inside. You're going to click on that to share it. And then you're going to right click and save that somewhere, within your file structure. And then you can do things like, then I went to Canva and I created, this marketing piece, which could be on it could be on a card, right? What's your home worth? And now I can put this up anywhere I want. I put Martha's name on it, but it could be any agent's name. You can create this you could do this anywhere you want. I think this, and the beauty of this is, again, this is lead generation. This is ways for someone to go onto a website, put in their address, and then you'll get an immediate email that so-and-so searched the value of that address. And now there's a lead. There's a door you can go knock on or leave a little piece of information. Hey, I saw you were wondering about the value of your home. Would you like to have a virtual conference? We can meet on Zoom, whatever. I'm trying.
Okay, this is not working. Nothing's happening.
Okay, I'll fix it for you, Christine. Don't worry. Go ahead.
And how is it that it goes directly to your site?
I'll show you, Christine. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll give you a call in a sec. Somebody else had a question. What was it?
I had a question. So,
Yeah.
So you said you can take it to anything. Can you
Yes.
take it other than your website? Where would you take it? Could you make a site for it?
Yeah. So you might, like, for example, if you have individual property landing pages, like we all do. So for example, I don't know if you use the text to video with the code, the rider text blah 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 to videos for a video, but you could have a rider with the QR code on it, and somebody walks by the sign, they pull out their phone, they hover their camera over that QR code, and it could take them to that listings web page on your IDX website. So that would be one. Your home value, your buy side. What I use it for is to promote my buy side. Does that make sense?
So if you're saying what's your home worth, and they take a picture of your QR code, where should it take them?
So first thing first, don't take a picture of it. All you do, you open up the camera, but you don't take the picture. As soon as you open up your camera and hover over that code, a link will pop up on the phone that you just tap to take you to that web page. So if you click over, if someone holds their camera over this code, like actually, if you have this code on your screen right now, take your phone, open up your camera, and hover over it. Go ahead and try it. If you have an iPhone, I guarantee you it's going to work. If you have an Android, you need the Google Lens in order for it to work. And Google Lens is a free Google app to put on your Android, so you should have that. But hover over there, and you see how the little yellow box forms around it?
No.
Don't get too close.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. I see the yellow box.
Yep. Now at the top of your phone, do you see the link that popped up that said?
Yep.
Okay, touch that. And that'll open up my buy side. So you could put your address in, and then I would get an email saying that so-and-so from this address is wondering what their home is worth.
Okay. So basically, I need to set up a what's your home value. I need to set up a buy side landing.
Oh, you have it. You have it. It's in your it's let me show you. Okay, hold on a second. All right, we're still screen sharing.
Yep.
Okay, let me go to GoHanna. Okay, here's your buy side. It's one of your main options right at the top. Okay. If you click on buy side to go into that tool, and then up here you see marketing suite. If you click on marketing suite, home valuation site. So here it is. So if I hit preview my site, this takes me, this is homevalue.howardhanna.com/Charles Flynn. That's my web address for my buy side. Kathleen, yours is homevalue.howardhanna.com/Kathleen Mason.
Okay.
I guarantee you, you've already got it.
I've just
And-
never seen it.
And yeah, oh, it's okay. And now anybody who goes to that web page, if they type in their address here, whatever it is, you're going to get a text message. Let me see if I have.
Chuck, can I call you at noon? Because I have to get ready for another meeting.
Sure. That sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Let me see.
So Chuck,
So-
you also had to pull up the graphics behind that. You know, like your graphics on this are changing. It changes, and like you've got the picture of the house, and then it switches to or whatever.
What about? I don't understand. What's the question? I don't understand.
The background. So when somebody clicks on the QR code and it takes them to your site,
Yep.
this graphic is also coming up with your information.
Correct.
So where did that graphic come from? The house or video or whatever it is?
This, everybody have, you have it. This is all built into your dashboard. This is your buy side tool.
So it's standard. We're seeing.
Yes, everybody, yes. I haven't done anything to select these or change anything.
Okay.
This is everything. Everybody has this, the same thing I have.
If you guys have if you have the ability to go to two screens, just go to your website. So like if I go to lisaavery.howardhanna.com, and you'll see up in that top toolbar, what's my home worth? And if you click on it, you know, it's just like Chuck said, it's been there all along. It's like Dorothy.
Yeah.
You have the ability to use this all along.
I'll-
So you have to heels. But yeah, it's right on there. And I do think, and I love this idea of talking about QR codes, because I think, you know, and I like how the social club can get deeper and deeper. I think one of the most underutilized versions is your more pages on your website. So like on my website, I have a page that it says home buying guide and home selling guide. And I make QR codes that I can say, you know, use this QR code to request a home buying guide and request a home selling guide. And those have worked out well for me. And I like this because just like you, Chuck, I didn't find it. Maggie told us this flow code site.
Mhm. Yeah.
I like you can make more creative QR codes, but you only get 4 for free.
Right. Flow code.
I
Yeah.
have those 4 that I always use, but I'm like,
Yeah.
but so I really like what you showed, Chuck, because I didn't know how to do that with Google Chrome. So I downloaded that, and now I'll be able to get more.
There's the flow code, and they give you all sorts of analytics, which is great. So if you want to dive in, like, to me, that's, you know, like next level. And so I don't know if I'm ever going to go there. I just want to get leads. And so every time I have a chance for somebody to get where I want and be nudged, and I'm not going to start getting 1,000 leads in the first month. This is a perfect situation of a rising tide lifting all boats. If we all start doing this and making this more the norm, it will benefit all of us. You know, I looked through the local, like the Penny Saver mag print edition that goes out locally, and nobody's doing this. But if a few agents start doing it, it will happen. Everything I get from Amazon usually has like the customer service follow-up is all through QR code. You know, what if when you have a closing and you have a final walkthrough, or if after a week after closing, the people are in the house and they receive their closing gift in the mail or however you deliver it, there's a beautiful little card that says, you know, rate my service with a QR code, and they will do it. Like I had a tennis match this morning at 6:30, and I looked at my tennis racket and there's a QR code built into the frame on my tennis racket. Like they're really getting everywhere. And I think we can be leaders in real estate by really getting this tool out there for the benefit of not just us, it'll benefit everyone. Really, and it's great for listing. It's great to get listing leads, right? I mean, listing leads are hard to get. Buyer leads are easier to get. Listing leads are harder to get. And so this is, I think, the best tool we have going to get listing leads. So, all right, cool. Well, does anybody else have any other questions?
I just had one question. Fantasia had mentioned a personal QR or personal hashtag.
Well, your personal hashtag would be hashtag Cindy Reese.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. You can make a hashtag is just the little symbol with anything after it. You can, Charles Flynn Real Estate, I'm the only one who uses it, and it's got fewer than 1,000 posts, right? Because I haven't done it forever, but over time, at some point, somebody will type in Charles Flynn Real Estate and it'll say there's 1,000 posts about this topic, and people will say, wow, look at that, so and it might not be that critical right now, but for the next generations of buyers of real estate market, the millennials and the Gen Ys coming in, eventually this is the language that they're going to speak, and this is what's going to get them going, I guess. So yeah. Okay, so a little bit, just to wrap up, one thing I talked about Fantasia about, we are going to sprinkle in little things like this each week, but we're going to try to keep this a little bit to a minimum in a way, because we had talked about changing 4 posts down to 2 posts so we could do a little more of this. And I said, you know what, 4 posts, we got to get them done. That was that was the gist of the whole thing, getting something done. We're going to do 10 one-hour webinar seminars outside of Wednesday Social Club throughout the year. So maybe at the end of January, we dive into this buy-side thing more, because we really want to generate those leads right now. We really want to do what we can, right? It's not as much about branding yourself right now. You want something that maybe has a chance of getting an immediate lead right away. So maybe that'll be the first thing we do, but we'll set up probably once a month to set up a 45-minute intensive educational webinar on something like Buy-Side or something like Canva or something like the Ad Manager on Facebook. So if you want to do a serious promotion of your post and how to do that. So we're doing the 5-minute intro, then about 30 minutes to get the 4 posts done, then a 10-minute Q&A. And I'll stay and talk and be on here as long as you guys want, but we want agents to be able to be done in 45 minutes because you're busy. Cool?
Thanks.
Okay. Awesome. All right, guys. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.